Hi guys, you've got another Hoover Dynamix Next condenser dryer. Here's the unit here. I'll show you around it. The rust inside the tub for some reason or another. It's supposed to be stainless steel. The problem with this one is it's reported as keeps tripping the fuse. So I'll just remove the lint filter there, and inside here you got the condenser filter. Just undo these tabs and it just slides out like so. If you have a look inside this condenser, it's quite tidy. So I've seen worse. So they probably cleaned this after the machine conked out, and just you can see right through the condenser unit there. And this is the fluff filter, a little bit of fluff inside there also. It's going to need a good clean. And if you look down here, this is the housing for the lint filter, always mucky down here when the machine's not being maintained correctly. And if you just have a look inside here, this is the housing for the condenser. This little cover right at the back seems to be dislodged, and there's a lot of fluff in here. So there was obviously a lot of buildup of condensation inside here at some stage due to poor maintenance. Okay, as usual, I always check the plug before I plug it in. Make sure there's no damage to the power cord all the way to the machine. But I'm not going to plug this one in because it's reported as tripping the fuse. So I'm going to dismantle it and see if we can see anything before I plug it in. So there's just three 10mm heads screws at the back, and that removes that holds the top cover. A little bit tricky to remove sometimes. That's the job inside there. And then you can see the belt there. There's usually fluff inside of these things. This one's not too bad, I've seen worse. There's always bits of fluff inside. And when we come down here, I can see a problem straight away. See that little puff mark there? Like something's popped. I'll just highlight that for you. That's a bit suspicious, that mark there. So I'll just remove this cover. The heating element is behind here. So I'll just remove this cover lively, the fan blower cover. You can see there the white trails there. Obviously there's been a buildup of condensation inside here, which has got the heater wet, because if you look at the inside of this cover here, you can see where it's been arcing against here, and it's been knocking against these terminals on the heater here. So hence why it's alleged to keep tripping the fuse. You can see the marks there. That's where the electric was arcing against the heater. So I've took the heater out, just turn the machine around. Just got to strip the machine down some more and see if I can find anything else. I'll do that lively. And then here you can see me just removing the tub, the drum. There's no side panels on these, so to get to the gubbins you have to remove the tub. The drum, sorry. And just show you down here, there's a lot of fluff inside here, which I'll back up with my Hoover. Just get rid of some of this fluff inside over here. Can lead to dry fires. This is not excessive, so I'll just give this a good back. This is the housing for the condenser below the lint filter. A lot of fluff inside here as well. Okay, so the panels are removed. I'm just going to use my jet wash to blast away all the fluff and dirt. Just give them a good clean. You can see there, just getting right to the bottom of the lint filter housing there. That's the actual lint filter there. The fan cover. Little bits in the door seal also, which I'm blasting away there. And here you can see me giving the condenser unit a blast, and a little bit of fluff around the drum. Okay, going back to this cover inside the condenser housing, looks like it's lifted. Looks like it got hot and melted, so I'll just remove that, and I'm gonna heat it up and bend it so it fits down a bit better. This is the reservoir where the condensed water settles in. Bits of lint inside here, and there's a little entrance to the reservoir where the water gets pumped out there. That goes below the pump reservoir, pumped out. And to show up the back here, cleaned it up a bit. That's where the actual fan. So here you can see I've just removed a bit of lint from the reservoir inside here. Like I said, it's a bit of a confined space. And here I'll put the lid back on. I'll put 3 screws in. There's only 2, so this should hold it. And this is the water container. Let's give that a blast also. Okay, so what I'm going to do is remove this pump just to see if there's any lint in the reservoir. So it's just a case of I'm doing this hose here. There's a little nozzle needs to go back on, and I'll just remove the wires from the pump, and I'll take the pump assembly out. And it's not too bad. A little bit of lint around that, but it's not too bad inside there. So I'll just give it a blast as well, just get rid of any fluff that's inside it. Okay, so I'll give the whole unit a clean. I'm just going to put the whole thing back together. As you can see here, lively. And unfortunately, when I put the machine back together and tried it, there was no heat, so I've had to order a new heating element. So I'm going to take this old heating element off here, just undo the 2 screws once you remove the cover. Then just show you here, just pull this grommet out, and there's a little clip. Just pop the clip out. Retaining clip stops the wires rubbing against the tub, and just carefully pull this is the new heating element of boards. Just got to remove the old one, which is still plugged in. So here you can see me just unplugging the old heating element. Keep your hand on the plug so it don't fall back into the machine. And here you can see me plugging the new heating elements in there. And what I've got to do, this little clip here, I've got to put a wire around it and pull it through. So let me just hang this heating element on here for a second. And what I'm going to do, use this bit of wire here and feed it through where the clip goes through. Retaining clip, just feed that through the hole there, and just pull it through the big hole here. And then all I've got to do is hook it around the clip. My shoulder was put the camera out of focus. I didn't realize as I was filming, but you should be able to make out what I'm doing here. So you can see I've managed to pull the clip through. You see a close up there. Save taking the front cover back off, and then just a matter of removing this wire. Just get rid of that, and then just put this grommet back in. Rubber bung here. And just lay the wiring out. So all I've got to do now is put the cover back on, the blower cover, which I'll do now. Get rid of this old heater, and I'll just put this cover on lively because there's quite a few screws. Okay, so now that that's done, just going to give it a test. Switch it on here. I'll just put these damp cloth in there and leave that to run. Okay, I've come back and the machine's finished. You heard it beep there. It's come to an end of its cycle and it says the end. So I'll just get these bits of cloth out. As you can see, nice and dry. And this is the collected water in the tank. The tank's on the front of the door. Just empty that out. And that's successful. So that concludes. Thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.